Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Our next guest is a singer-songwriter who recently released the live acoustic rendition for her latest smash single, Love Story. Please help me welcome the very talented JoiStaRR. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, and yourself?
I'm grateful. How you? Just happy to be breathing.
Yeah, exactly. Now, listen, I know that you're Warren Campbell's younger sister, and which we all know how great he is. So we'll go down their list. But did you watch the verses with Mary versus BB and CC?
I did. I was actually there.
Mm-hmm.
It was super crazy. Yeah. Everybody was going crazy. It was amazing.
yeah. I know that you have a lot of blood, musical blood pulling through your veins and everything. Tell us how you got your start.
Well, I've been singing since before I could even talk.
Yeah.
Church is where I got my start.
Yes.
And I think naturally it progressed from there. My mom was definitely our momager, starting out taking us all over LA from church to church every single Sunday. So yeah, that's how I got my start.
Yeah. And how did you determine what genre you wanted to do? Because did you feel pressured to go into gospel, or how did you determine your genre?
I did feel pressure to go into gospel just because of the core of our faith, our beliefs.
Right.
And my parents, my father being a pastor, just thinking that they would, judge me or whatever. But I think naturally growing up in church, you think that you will be judged if you sing anything other than, gospel or what's considered gospel. But what I consider my music is inspirational.
Yeah.
R&B. Yeah. Because God is love, right? So exactly. What else am I singing about?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So. We've had a lot of artists who, they may not they sing secular music, but it's not necessarily like in the gutter. It's just about love, and like you said,
yeah.
You were handpicked to tour with the Kanye West.
Yeah.
So when you got that call, how was that? What were your emotions, your feelings?
That was crazy. That was absolutely a prayer answered and a dream come true.
Yeah.
It was like, that was like my college, like learning hands-on in my face what it was being on tour and being in the music industry, and just learning how to market yourself as an artist, because even though he was with a major label, he functioned as an independent artist. So I learned so much. I'm an independent artist. So, being an independent artist, you have to really pretty much figure it out or try, as much as possible. So I learned a whole lot. It was amazing, that experience.
Absolutely. Now, you're a wonderful songwriter.
Thank you.
Tell us about your songwriting. What is your technique? Because I know everyone has their own. Like, where do you pull from? Because you've written for Chris Brown, Mary J, Kelly Price, Estelle, Duke Soul Child, just name a few. Mary, we got to throw in Mary. What's your style? I mean, what is your process when it comes to songwriting?
My process is to connect with the producer first and what they're expressing through their music. I try not to be overly aggressive or too overbearing with my ideas. Right. I try to match what's going on musically and just connect there and see what the music is speaking to me, and voila, here comes the song, basically.
So when you're writing, like, do you have a artist in mind when you're writing, or is it you're just writing a song, or do you say, oh, this Chris Brown's gonna love this song, or Mary's gonna love this song, or is it, oh, this is a song for me?
In most cases, when I'm writing for an artist, I'm actually there either with the artist or I already know that it's for that particular artist. But if it's a situation where I'm just organically writing something, a lot of times I don't know who the song is for right away. But then sometimes when I hear the melody of the music or the energy and I start coming up with, like the hook or whatever, I know right away. So it's just It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm just expressing and just writing, so I don't really know, you know.
Yeah. When it comes to your own music, because now you're very focused on your music. You've been singing forever, but you're very so focused on your music. Has it changed your style when it comes to creating music for yourself? Because this is going to be for my project. Has that changed that process for you?
Yes, I think my process has evolved. It it definitely has more of a focal point now that I'm writing, just focused on what I want to say and how I want to express, and what I think is important to say, what I think, I don't really have to say anymore, because when you come under the umbrella of being an R&B singer and everything, it's usually about love and about being heartbroken and, oh my God, they left, and it's always that. I am doing my best to have a different narrative, to just change that narrative just a little bit. I know we all have those moments of heartbreak and all that, but love is not just about loving someone else. It's also about the journey of loving yourself. Like, what about that? So my music is more geared toward, loving yourself in and out of a relationship.
Yeah. So when you're not listening to your own music or creating your own music, who are you listening to?
I'm actually listening to a lot of Christian music.
Yeah.
I love CCM. I love listening to ambient music. I love listening to meditation music, like anything that sounds like I'm in a spa. Or anything that sounds like I'm, getting away from what life is, just the craziness of it all. That's what I listen to.
Yes. Well, you came up with the single Love Story, which I love. We play it on the show all the time.
Thank you.
But then you went and recorded the live acoustic rendition. Well, tell us how that all happened.
Well, it basically it was talked about. It was a suggestion, like, what do you think about doing an acoustic version? I'm like, I love acoustic guitar. I don't really do a lot of it. I would love to do more of it. So any opportunity to do something different and just musical and expressing that way, it was just I just jumped on it. So yeah, it was a suggestion, and I just did it, and it came out pretty good. I like it a lot. I hope it came out pretty good.
It came out amazing. Do you feel like when you're doing something that was, acoustic sound or stripped down, do you feel more vulnerable when you're performing that way?
I do. I feel like it's the most stripped down you could get. You know what I'm saying? It's different than being in the studio. It's different than having a band, because you have all those different energies and people to play off of. When it's just you and the guitarist, and you just, it's just your voice as the other instrument. It's super, you got to be super vulnerable to like really, really get that sound out the right way and not be shy, because it's just your voice and the guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you want your fans, because you have a lot of them, how do you want them to know you as an artist? Like, what do you want them to know about you as an artist?
I want my fans to know that I am the type of person that forgets to not forgive. A lot of times when we go through situations in life, not just breakups and relationships of the opposite sex, but friendship breakups and all that, sometimes we really hold grudges really bad. And I used to hold grudges really, really bad when I was younger. And I realized when I got older that it didn't really serve me, or not really, it didn't serve me at all as just a human being. It took more energy actually to be hateful and to hold on to a negative emotion than it did for me to just let it go. So I want my fans to know that I am a forgiving person, and I hope that they can learn to forgive, because there's healing in forgiveness.
Absolutely. What's your zodiac sign?
This is gonna sound really nerdy, but I'm an Aries with a Pisces moon.
So you're a March
Aries. No, I'm actually an April Aries.
April Aries, okay.
Yes, but I'm fire and water. I don't go too much, into it, but
Right.
there is some truth to it. But yeah, I'm fire and water. So
okay. Well, not only are you passionate about your music, but you're also passionate about your acting.
yes.
Tell us about what you got going on.
Well, I did a movie. It's called Strive.
Mm-hmm.
I starred in it. My first time ever. It was amazing. I starred opposite of the amazing Danny Glover.
Yes.
I played Kalani. She is a high school student who is trying to decide where she wants to go to college. And she has her sights set on Yale. And she's just trying to make it out of her neighborhood in Harlem and make it to what is her Strivers Row in New York. Strivers Row is an affluent neighborhood where affluent neighborhood is. And so, I had to move to New York and live in Harlem and really dive into that character. It was super amazing and I'd love to do it again.
What did you learn working alongside Danny Glover?
Oh, I learned to stay on top of my shit.
Yes.
Because he literally came in and did not know his lines at all, sat down at a table, had me come in with him, go over the lines with him. We ran through it 1.5 times. And this man knew all of his lines.
Oh, gee.
It was amazing. It was amazing. He had a full-on monologue.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was floored. So yeah, stay super professional and on point and prepared, because you're gonna run into somebody like a Danny Glover who's gonna sit there 30 seconds with you.
Right.
And
we were 30 seconds. What would be your dream role? Do you know what that looks like?
Yes, my dream role was to be able to play Cleopatra's daughter, who, like a timepiece. And then I can, start there in the movie and then graduate to being Queen of Egypt. That'll be amazing.
Yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. Tell everyone where they keep up with all the wonderful things you have going on. All the
wonderful things going on with me. You can keep up with me on Instagram. That's where I pretty much chill.
Yeah.
IG JoiStaRR. If you see me on Facebook, it's because I'm just sending it to Facebook from my Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook because people be like, "Yeah, I saw you on Facebook. I was trying to talk to you." Yeah, I don't know.
Go to IG. Go to IG.
Just go to IG. Just go to IG and find me there. You can download my music anywhere where music can be downloaded. Yeah, check me out on Spotify. Download all my music on iTunes.
Yeah.
And watch my video. Let me know what y'all think. And yeah.
Are you working on the full project?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Do you know when that'll be coming out?
I do not right now. We're putting out singles. We're working on that. I have literally over 200 songs that I've written. So that's going to be a situation. We're just now getting all the songs together to listen to everything. And at the same time, I'm still writing.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how that goes.
You have one of those Chris Brown albums of 45 songs?
No, I don't. No more than I highly doubt there'll be more than 12. So that's a lot of songs to try to.
That's a lot. Yeah. Well, I know it's gonna be amazing. But listen, our thanks goes out to JoiStaRR for joining us tonight. Her single "Love Story" is available wherever you buy your music. And for more information, go to our website as well, thestephennightshow.com, and we will be right back.